And folks, and welcome back to the channel.
I'm Andrea.
And I'm Chad.
And we are
Brown's Ford Truck Farm out of Waynesville, North Carolina.
Join us today as we take a trip to Main Street, Waynesville, North Carolina to unveil the historic arch. It's a little different type video than what you may be used to because we do a lot of car shows. But this is something that is near and dear to both of our hearts.
If you like the rest of the last videos, I guarantee you'll like this one. So stay tuned.
See you there. On to more history about the arch. On April 1st, 1933, as a way to celebrate the enthusiasm surrounding the development of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the town of Waynesville Board of Aldermen voted to donate $50 to help pay for the construction of a parkway sign at the corner of Depot and Main Streets in downtown Waynesville, North Carolina. Later that month, a scale model of this sign was displayed in the window of Massey's Furniture Store just up the street from the proposed location of the arch, and a benefit movie showing was held with proceeds helping to raise the remainder of the $250 needed to construct the arch. The town of Waynesville Superintendent of Water and Lights, Oscar Bridges, fabricated the arch from steel and sheet iron. Installation began on Tuesday night, May 30th, 1933, and was completed the next day. Later, a local sign painter added the lettering. A newsletter distributed by the Chamber of Commerce dated June 1st, 1933, notes the following: a definite entrance. At last, you can't have heard it, but you can't miss having seen it if you're been up or down Main Street this morning. In the event you haven't been, this is to advise you that the metal arch is in position. Although it isn't painted yet, it already demands attention and prompts questions. If folks can't see anything at all, they can certainly find the way to Soco Gap Highway when the painting is done. If they can't see, they won't be driving, so all our hats are off to Mr. Bridges, his co-workers, and those who, by contributing or efforts, help to make the creation and placing this splendid marker reality. In the late 1950s, the arch was repainted and the wording changed to Waynesville, Scenic Center, Eastern America. In the early 1970s, after spanning Main Street for nearly 40 years, the arch began to show its age. The decades of exposure to the elements had taken a toll, and the iron sheets had riddled with rust. After much debate, it was disassembled and buried in the city landfill in 1972. Although the original arch is long gone, it's never been forgotten. A local historian said it's about the arch. There is not a relic from Waynesville's past remembered more fondly to locals than the arch. As a researcher and town historian, I'm asked about the sign more than any other single thing, said Alex McKay.
Alex McKay, Jeanette Price McKay, Kirk Kirkpatrick, Pamela Leal, Tiffany Logan, and last but not least, Joyce Massey. And I'm Teresa Pennington. The speaker is someone that I would like to introduce to you. I have a feeling that most of you know him already. I bet some of you could tell some stories about him too. Our council member, John Pfeiffer.
Can I do one thing real quick? So, many of you probably remember the scene in the first Ghostbusters movie when Bill Murray gets out of the ambulance and he is going to fight the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and he says, "Hello, New York," and the crowd goes wild. So I've had that scene in my mind for the last several days. So I would like to say, hello, downtown Waynesville. That is awesome. You forget this arch where. Okay. Before I get started, and I will be extremely brief, we have some dignitaries here. We have the Haywood County Board of Commissioners Chairman Kevin Inslee over here. We have Lake Silver from Congressman Edwards. The rousing reception from Hello Downtown Waynesville. Just anyway, and I also have two gentlemen I serve with on the town council here in Waynesville. Have Council Member Anthony Sutton, and I know everybody here knows Mayor Gary Caldwell, so if you can give them a hand. Today, we're celebrating more than just the unveiling of the new gateway to the Great Smoky Mountains Arch. We're here to celebrate the power of determination, best illustrated by the old adage, where there's a will, there's a way. The idea that if you're determined to accomplish something, you will find a way no matter the obstacle. Take downtown Waynesville in the mid-'80s, for example. Like many other downtowns, it faced a bleak future. Businesses were closing and buildings sat vacant. The heart of Waynesville was slowly but surely dying. Then a group of individuals, including Ron Holster and my father Rex Pfeiffer, came together to rewrite our town's story. The path they put us on is what led us directly to the vibrant, thriving downtown y'all are standing in today. Where there's a will, there's a way. Another example is the reason, definitely not listening to us speak, but it's the reason we're all here today. From the day in 1972 when the historic arch came down, people have longed to see it rebuilt. Countless attempts were made to do that. None succeeded until now. Where there's a will, there's a way. 3 years ago, this board picked up the baton from those earlier attempts, and we were as determined as those folks back in the 80s to see this thing through. We had the will, and we found the way. As we stand here today, it's my hope that we will see the arch not just as a gateway to the Great Smoky Mountains, but as a symbol of our collective determination and belief that there is nothing we cannot accomplish if we all work together. Where there is a will, there is a way. Thank you so much. And I meant to do this at the beginning, but see our gentlemen up in the bucket trucks. I want, if you guys will give our Waynesville Electric Department a big hand, because these folks, we couldn't have done this without them. So thank y'all.
Look at you! You did this! We all did this! Put a good old pile of mountain people together and they will do anything they can to make it happen. Am I right? Whatever it is. Iron-willed, stubborn, never forget a dream. That's us. Can-do people. Dogged determination. That's us. 50 years down. But here we are. Now couple that with camaraderie and family-like friendships, give you the shirt off our backs, that's us. Thank you to those of you who donated money. Thank you. Thank you to those of you who donated labor and materials. Started out with a pot of money and a dedicated group of people who put forth their money, their efforts, support, and tireless hours. Thank you for your support, those that believed in this town's dream. This whole adventure has been tied to the word connections. There's the unbroken connection and love of DWA to the town of Waynesville. That in itself made our efforts a joy and treasured memories. There's the connection of the people of Waynesville and the extended community of Waynesville. Those of you that moved away but left a piece of your hearts here. Thank you to the ones who offered the possibility of creation and the erection of this arch. A beautiful lady inside and out, dedicated to her job and the task at hand, Ms. Wanda Payne, DOT Division Engineer, friend of Waynesville and friend of mine.
Say, where there's a will, there's a Joyce Massey, the Downtown Waynesville Association. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here today for this joyous occasion. The reestablishment of the historic Waynesville Arch is a symbol of the dedication and vision of the town of Waynesville and the Downtown Waynesville Association. I also want to thank John and the mayor and Chris Lee, our division maintenance engineer, for their collaboration and cooperation and coordination necessary to make this project a success. I heard a speaker recently say that there's over 80,000 forms of government. And I feel like that we have two of the best here represented with NCDOT in the town of Waynesville. Over the last decade, we've worked tirelessly together to improve the transportation system of Haywood County, most notably the Walnut Street roundabout. And you may not think so, but the Russ Avenue improvements that are under construction right now. The Waynesville Arch is yet another example of the symbiotic relationship necessary between state and local government to get things done. Thank y'all.
Okay, if I had a drum, I would roll it. There you go. Okay, we're going to do this. Let's hope that it works seamlessly. I guess I'm not ready. I'm sorry.
So, as you can probably imagine, we didn't get a chance to test this out, so cross your fingers. So, our elected crews are going to cut the zip ties, and then we're going to see what happens, okay?
Come on, let's just roll with it. Are we going down there? John, it's everyday life.
It's going to be a bit.
Yes,
There and back. We're going to have one. So, to show. You guys aren't going to believe this thing. It is stunning.
it looks great, John.
So awesome.
Say, I'll do that. By the way, when did I sign up?
Here we go. Y'all ready?
Yes! Is that like 3, 2, 1?
Give or take. Here we go.